why getting to your pre-COVID-19 revenue numbers might be easier than you're thinking in spite of space restrictions. Now, this is relevant for certain types of businesses where they have space and hours open and we can actually calculate their capacity, such as restaurants, spas, and professional beauty salons, for example. I'm Tom Kuhn, by the way. I'm CEO of Qnity along with my partner Aaron and our team. We help small businesses prosper. Thanks for joining us today. So we did a study many years ago in the professional beauty industry for professional salons. Some of the best salons, actually, what we found is they had a woefully low utilization rate. And utilization rate, so what is that? Well, basically what it does is it measures how the business does compared to its potential. And you can measure this, you can actually calculate, it's very simple math. What you're looking at is how many hours the business is open, what is the revenue per hour, and how many revenue producing areas that you have. A revenue producing area could be a room, a station, a table. Now, 29% is really low. And even if your business appears to be very busy, once you do the math like we did, we found that it's lower than many people realized. When you start to factor in part-time workers, having a short staff, having hours open where you have no staff, there's all vacations, maternity leaves, etc., you start to see that it's a very low utilization level. Let me take you over to the whiteboard. I'm going to spell this out a little bit and show you how you can get back to the original numbers. So as I mentioned, using professional beauty as an example, what we found is that 29% is the number that we came up with that was actual revenue compared to capacity, which means 71% of the opportunities were not captured. So this would be a frown and this would be a smiley face. We actually call this a 71% opportunity. It's in our curriculum. We go through what that means, how to capitalize it, etc. But let me take you through, and essentially what we want to do is this is before and this is the pre-open phase one of your reopening. And let's just say we were doing $14,000 per week before. How do we get to $14,000 even with a staggered reopening with limited space? Now, so let's break this down. How did we come up with 14,000? In this particular example, we're going to use average revenue per hour is $80. 10 revenue producing areas. It's not people. This is the number of station, chairs, rooms, or whatever. Open 60 hours a week. This gives us a capacity of $48,000 per week. You just simply multiply these numbers together. Now, if it's a typical business, like the example we're using, professional beauty, and they're running 29% of capacity, that means $14,000 is an average revenue in a week. So how do we get to $14,000 in spite of changing one significant number here, and that's revenue producing areas? Let's say due to space restrictions, staffing, etc., that you're only able to operate at half of your capacity. What this does is it takes your capacity down to $24,000 per week. So how do we get to $14,000? Well, what this would mean is we would need to be at 58%. So in the past, what we had before was this was 29%, this would need to be 58%, and this would leave us at 42% of open potential. So let's be clear about this. This is nowhere close to being fully productive and at your full utilization. You still have 42% of your business that's untapped. Now, I've got over here in this column, by the way, pardon some of the glare and the lights here. I'll take a picture, make sure you guys can see this, but there's some levers that you can move here to actually have a higher number than this. For example, average ticket can actually go up. What we found in prior recessions is that average ticket actually went up during periods where client count and traffic were down. So this number could actually go up because there's pent-up demand, they may be spending more money, etc. The other thing is you can move this lever. You can change the number of hours. to expand the number of hours, to expand your capacity also. So that's basically the point of this video. It's a really simple concept, and I wanted to share with you. We've been spending some time with some businesses that have reopened in Georgia, and they're reporting revenue numbers better than they expected. So anyway, I wanted to share this with you today. I've been thinking about it this morning. I wanted to knock this video out. I hope you don't mind my glare on the whiteboard here. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, share with other small businesses, and also keep in mind where the action is happening with us is with our Plan for Profits community. We have an enrollment period right now where you can join us on a pay-what-you-can basis. So anyway, thanks again for joining us. I hope you found this helpful.